many years, agriculture has been and still is Kenya's leading sector, contributing 30% of the gross domestic product directly while employing a massive 40% of the total population. An estimated 70% of the rural population earns their daily bread from smallholder farming. But the sector is unable to realize its vast potential due to low productivity and perception by financial institutions that it is a risky sector for investment. Other constraints facing the agriculture sector include high farm input costs that prevent farmers from adopting improved technologies. Farmers also present challenges of high risks, high transaction costs for service providers, lack of usable collateral, and limited access to formal financial markets. Whereas commercial banking sector perceives the sector to be risky, the microfinance banks that are otherwise willing to expand their financial services to the agriculture sector often have liquidity challenges. In 2011, the government of Kenya, informed by the financing challenges facing the agricultural sector, initiated the Program for Rural Outreach of Financial Innovations and Technologies, PROFIT.
While agriculture contributes 30% of the GDP, reports from the central bank show us that they receive only 5% of resources from the banking sector. And this is what we sought to address.
The PROFIT project is implemented under the Directorate of Budget, Fiscal and Economic Affairs of the National Treasury, with funding from the International Fund for Agriculture Development (IFAD) and the Government of Kenya. The overall goal is to contribute to the reduction of poverty in rural Kenya. PROFIT project is designed to facilitate sustainable access to a broad range of financial services to poor rural households. It is expected that PROFIT will reach out to 287,750 smallholder farmers and other rural agricultural value chain actors, as well as vulnerable women and youth. The development objective is to increase incomes of the target group as a result of improved productivity and marketing in the various rural enterprise sectors. Profit-supported activities are implemented by contracted and competitively selected service providers and partners. One such partner is the Alliance for Green Revolution in Africa (AGRA), which provides technical leadership in the implementation of the risk-sharing facility. In the course of its implementation, the project continues to realize the following outcomes: enhanced and systemically sustainable access of poor rural households to a broad range of cost-effective financial services, effective management of assets, better produce marketing and employment creation by the target groups, and efficient and cost-effective use of program resources to achieve the development objective. These outcomes are being pursued through 3 program components and 4 subcomponents: rural finance outreach and innovation, technical support services, and program management.
The program is housed by the National Treasury. The program deals mainly with the private sector, the banks, the SMEs, and the like. So by design, the program was made very light at the National Treasury, and we decided to work through partners. For the risk-sharing facility and the BSS, our partner is one, AGRA, to manage those components, and 2, the commercial banks, the microfinance banks, and technical service providers, consulting firms in short. For financial graduation, this is a new theme in the global practice. So we chose partners that know this at the global level. So we have BRAC USA, that is a technical advisor for financial graduation. They fielded a mission to Kenya and chose 2 partners, implementing partners: BOMA, based in Samburu, and CARE, based in Kitui. We are trying financial graduation in 2 counties, Kitui and Samburu. All these components are put together by our program management component, which is the program coordination unit based at the National Treasury.
The risk-sharing subcomponent is designed to enhance the risk appetite of commercial banks for rural and agricultural lending. It leverages commercial lending from commercial banks to allow 116,800 farmers and other value chain actors to access loan capital.
Under the risk-sharing facility, which is basically a credit guarantee scheme, AGRA's role is to manage the implementation, supporting the National Treasury first, of course, to identify appropriate partners in terms of the financial institutions to participate. But then apart from that also is to develop the necessary tools that are required to manage the whole subcomponent.
Target groups for the risk-sharing facility are smallholder farmers, pastoralists, fishermen, small rural enterprises, women and youth. Small farmer cooperatives, small dairy cooperatives and other producer groups, agro-input suppliers, agro-traders and processors, wholesalers and transporters, and those providing value-addition services along agricultural value chains. One such beneficiary is Mara Beef.
We buy cattle, steers mainly, off the local community. We fatten on the farm, we slaughter on the farm, we butcher on the farm, and then we transport to and distribute around Nairobi mainly, but we're selling all over Kenya. We go to Kitale, we sometimes go to Mombasa. So it's a fairly wide range distribution. We rely a lot on the community. Without the community, we don't exist. We have very few of our own cattle in regards to what we slaughter. So our own cattle cannot sustain our clients. We have to rely on the community. Last year we spent 200 million shillings with the community buying cattle. It's something that we're trying to partner with the community. They are stakeholders in this. We're trying to get them to be more profitable so they can get us better cows, so that we can give them in turn better prices, so they in turn can get better profits, so then we can make the whole thing work more sustainably.
To empower the pastoralist community, Mara Beef has established a training center where pastoralist communities and associations are trained on how to better look after their cattle, while at the same time conserving the rangelands to ensure sustained profits.
And the Mara Training Center now has educated 500 people since September. We've got some very good trainers in, and they've been training us on the social aspect of people grouping their land together and making economies of scale work in their favor. We've had trainers that are very good at cattle production and husbandry coming in and training us on the best ways of getting cattle to perform to their optimum. And this training center is literally trying to make our suppliers or our people who give us cattle profitable, and for us to get in turn best cattle.
Through the risk-sharing facility, we are witnessing a systemic change within the financial sector, enabling a higher flow of funds to the rural areas and the agricultural sector on a continuous basis. Talent Farms in Narok County has leased 3,500 acres from the local community, all of which they have put under wheat production.
Some of them are 5 acres, 10 acres, 20 acres, and we plow for them, provide them with seed, we give them fertilizers, chemicals, all that until they harvest. In fact, we also do harvesting for them. Normally, what we charge them after doing all those operations for them is half of what they can be charged by those contractors who normally come from outside the community. And in most cases, they don't have the ready cash at that moment. So it is difficult for them to pay for those other tractors. The advantage is that you know they don't use their money. The only thing they use is their land. They do not have any cost.
Profit Project, through its partners like Agricultural Finance Corporation, continues to enable actors like talent farms access financial services they need in good time.
When we get this money fully, in good time, we always prepare in good time, and we are able to plow, buy chemicals, fertilizers, and including seed in good time, so that ours is only to wait for the rain.
The credit facility subcomponent is implemented by 4 microfinance banks, that is KWFT, Faulu, Rafiki, and SMEP, who are directly contracted by the National Treasury. In Homa Bay County, Rafiki Microfinance Bank works with aggregators such as Dashcrop to reach indirect beneficiaries. Through this arrangement, Damaris Olo was able to obtain a loan of 40,000 Kenya shillings. This has helped her to expand her cassava and sorghum enterprises.
Walinipatia mimi pesa. Sawa, walinipatia pesa, nilipata usaidizi. Kwa sababu siku hizi siwezi kufanya peke yangu kwa samba. Niko na watu ambao wanakuja kunisaidia. Kwa sauri ya ile pesa ambao wanisaidia mimi wakanipa. Walipatia mimi pesa hata sahi. Niko na samba ya muogo eka 7.5. Nimegundua siri zaidi kwa undani ya muogo. Watu wengi wanasema muogo kazi yake ni ngumu, hakuna pesa. Jameni, nakwambia ndugu yangu, muogo niko na pesa. Boma yangu nimejenga nyumba, tena nyumba ya matafari, room 6. Muogo. Nalala vizuri, naishi vizuri, nakula vizuri, niko na masahani, siombi watu nje kwa sababu muogo ananiletea pesa. Mimi naenda kwa cooperative bank, hata sahi niko na pesa kwa bank. Ile muogo nilipewa mimi mwaka iliyopita. Mguu yake nilikatia watu stems yake. Wakaenda wakapanda mbegu. Nilipa watu ambao walikuwa wanataka kwa group. Mbegu hiyo niliuza 96,420.
Having successfully paid off her first loan, Damaris has now grown her appetite for more financing.
Nikipata pesa, nimenunua hata pick up. Nitalipa kwa sababu muogo iko. Na hiyo pick up pia tanisaidia kwa kutupa pesa nje kwa transport. Niko ready na kitu. Naona hata mimi nitaendelea vizuri sana kwa sababu nimepata masaidizi.
Margaret Wanyeki from Nakuru County has steadily grown her dairy enterprise from 2 cows to 7 through financing. After experiencing challenges in servicing her earlier loans, she continues to diversify her enterprises to make sure the money keeps flowing and the loan repayments are made in time.
Sai, siwezi nikakubali ati ng'ombe zote zinakuwa dry wakati moja. Ninataka pesa. So kuna wakati sasa kuna vile nimespace. Then at the same time wakati nilikuwa na ng'ombe na broilers. Sasa hii niko na hii duka. Sasa naona duka ni kitu ninauza kila siku. So kama tuseme ni 20,000 nalipa, hiyo sio kitu ya kunistop after 1 month. Sasa naona sasa nikienda nataka tena nikiongeza hii nisimame kama vile nataka, nifungue sasa dairy hapa. Hii maziwa nitakuwa nikiuzia kwangu. So unaona itakuwa ni group 4 kwa sababu nitakuwa na ng'ombe, niko na broilers, niko na hii animal feeds na nitakuwa na dairy. So unaona hapo sitakuwa na changamoto sana upande ya kulipa malezi.
In her experience, she is better off running her enterprises as compared to another person who relies on a monthly salary.
Kila siku mimi nauza shilingi na yeye anauza after 30 days. Na yake kama anapewa 30, anajaribu kudivide hivi. Kuna tofauti kubwa sana. Ndio kama Agrovet niuza kitu kidogo, kuna maziwa kila siku. Unajua mimi nauza asubuhi, maziwa jioni. Kuku inachinja wakati wa kuchinja wanachinja karibu kila siku. No. At least shilingi unaiguza. sana kushinda huyu mtu wa Mshangwe.
For Caroline Njagi in Embu County, water shortage has for a long time been their biggest challenge.
Ile kitu tuko na shinda sana hapa kwetu Kiamuringa ni maji. Ukulima inakuja down wakati maji ikikosa. Ndiposa sasa tukaamua tuchimbue kisima, tujiunge na Faulu na wakatusaidia na pesa. Tuseme mahali tumefikia kwa sasa, ile kiwango tumefika si kama mbeleni. Manake kama ni hiyo miraa, tulikuja tukanunua generator. Na maji tumekuwa tukipata kwa wingi. Kwa sasa hatuna shida ya maji. Miraa huwa tunapea kila siku na tunavuna kila siku.
With water available, Caroline has diversified into various crop and livestock enterprises to cushion her family against shocks that come with agriculture.
Unapata tunanyunyizia miembe, pawpaws na avocado trees. So wakati wa kuvuna tunapata mazao kwa wingi na bado inatusaidia. Manake si kila siku utapata miraa iko juu. Kuna time itafika miraa upata imeshuka bei. So haya matunda kama uko nayo, hata hiyo pia itaniinua kama mkulima, na kama ni pesa napata kupitia hiyo.
Paul and Joyce Kamau are a youthful couple with 2 children and living on a 1.5